The small towns, big cities, and rural areas of South Texas all have a common bond, a responsibility to minister to those in their communities, from the youngest seeking direction to the most experienced needing assistance, offering the most basic of needs and the outlets critical to a vibrant life. These are the faces of those whose lives have changed throughout Texas thanks to the caring, holistic approach of the Wesley Nurse Health Ministries. Wesley Nurse Health Ministries will serve 80 church sites in South Texas, making it the largest outreach program of the Methodist Healthcare Ministries. With just one exception, all church sites served by the Wesley nurses are located in the Southwest Texas and Rio Grande conferences of the United Methodist Church. The area near Port Lavaca is home to residents who enjoy the Gulf Coast lifestyle year-round. The quiet, slow pace provides a classic small-town Texas feel and reveals typical small-town needs.
I believe it's important to have a Wesley nurse in a congregation, particularly in a small town, because small towns sometimes don't have access to healthcare specialists and individuals that can bring preventive care and classes.
I think we're a great team and we provide a springboard for each other. We work off of each other's energy, and James might have a different view than I do sometimes, and we work together to incorporate both of our views.
And Cassie is just a knowledgeable person, being from this area. So she gives me insights into, what people might want to do and why they might be passive, and opening up about certain areas of health concerns.
A nurse brings to someone's spiritual health overall wholeness and wellness. Spirituality just isn't about religion, I don't believe. It incorporates the whole person.
The Wesley nurses partner with other agencies dedicated to serving the least served among us. Through a holistic approach to improving wellness, they reach out to those affected by homelessness, in need of emergency aid, and to countless individuals and families looking for affordable health care. But they do much more than take care of immediately pressing needs. They care for their community as a whole, day after day.
All our services are about holistic approaches. And so the nurses very specifically, when they go into their communities, the first thing they do is do a needs assessment with the health committee of the church. And together they address what are the needs in our particular area, and then strategize together to see which ones they're going to prioritize and how they're going to address them.
The Wesley Nurse Ministry is part of the connection to church that's so important to Methodist Healthcare Ministry's success. We wanted to have a program that would involve the church in their own communities as an outreach to the communities around them for people who are least served. And so the Wesley Nurse Ministry came up as the way to do that. It's also a community health education model and a wellness model. So all of that fits so beautifully with the church.
The faith-based programs of the Methodist Healthcare Ministries offer a wide range of medical and health-related services to a full spectrum of low-income and uninsured South Texans. Through the caring hands and hearts of the Wesley Nurse Health Ministries, community services reach even deeper into local areas to establish a standard of excellence in faith-based community nursing. For 100-year-old Laurel Heights United Methodist Church, the on-site Wesley nurse brought new vitality and opportunities for outreach through service to others.
The unintended benefit to having a Wesley nurse was that it also then forced us to look at the immediate community, which we had kind of gotten away from because a lot of our congregational members had moved to other parts of the city. With having a Wesley nurse there, it allowed us to focus on the immediate neighborhood in addition to the members of our own congregation. What it allows us to do is to really tap into the volunteer spirit in the local congregation. And she can't carry out a lot of these programs that she carries out without the help of these volunteers. And so you get a lot of involvement and input from the local congregation as they help the Wesley nurse really pursue that mission and that ministry into the local community.
As the mission of the Wesley Nurse Health Ministries goes beyond the physical to the soul, it frees the mind to reach for deeper meaning and the spirit to soar to new heights of self-empowerment. These values, these actions, reflect back to those in the ministry itself.
The Wesley nurses are so vital in what we do at each of our 5 clinic locations around the Coastal Bend. They've developed relationships with those patients that the patients come to rely on. They know they're going to be there, providing extra education and a great level of compassion that's been lacking in the lives of our patients.
Wesley nurses bring richness to whole lives, nurturing communities around South Texas, heeding the call of God, and reconnecting people with the mindfulness of their faith, using their mortal power to do His divine work.